What is up, everybody? It's Jonathan here for the Alabama Gain 50, and going to start our first season of the first race of another season of FCRS Racing Series. As we get ready for the 50 laps around Talladega. We have Kyle Carpenter on the pole, Gage Bookham second, Blaine third, DJ fourth, and we have a newcomer in this time for this season. Is Tom in fifth. We get ready for high-speed action here at Talladega. I got all my controls set up and ready to work here. I can switch through here and will not lose frames. I finally figured out, well, I don't think I figured it out, it just finally worked. I don't drop frames anymore. I basically uninstalled everything on iRacing and reinstalled it, and it fixed that issue. As the fans get up on their feet, so they're always on their feet. Pace car is off. Here we go. Who's going to win? At Talladega? Green flag. We're racing. We got some trouble in the back there. Kyle in the 24. And that Penzo 24. And then Guzzi fall back. Looks like someone missed a shift early in the race. And unfortunately, those two are not going to probably catch up to the draft here. You're going to need a caution to get back up there. Right now, Kyle Carpenter leads, Blaine second, and yes, you're seeing it right. Some throwback paint schemes here with the Napa colors and, of course, Dale Jr.'s Budweiser colors. Of course, then you saw Kyle Cleveland. He had the Penzo, so if he was up here, we could have had DEI 1, 2, 3. Of course, usually it's switched. Junior's in front, Mikey's in back, but right now everyone's kind of settling in. Kind of got a little gap in the bottom lane. Wes Graham in different colors this year. Usually he's in his kind of a typical blue, yellowish kind of color. Green, I don't know if it's yellowish, greenish colors. I don't know paint colors, but now he's in more of a blue, grayish colors this season. Got 4 cars on the top side, everyone else on the bottom. Wes is starting to close that gap between Tom and himself. As the outside lane with Gage, not making too much progress, staying around that third place area. We will have one pit stop in this race. Each race will have at least one pit stop. Alex goes wide there, almost 3 wide in the back, but gets straightened out. We got Caleb in the 2, in the Do Wipes car. I like that paint scheme. Also, you got Jonathan Orndorff in the back there. 10 in the caboose in the pack here, just kind of buying his time. Not where you can go anywhere when it comes to the going up there. He could jump to the third or the second lane to maybe help that second lane go, but right now it seems content staying in the rear. What's going on with Wes Graham here? As we are on lap number 6 of 50. That is the advertised distance. As you see, Gage getting a good run on the outside, trying to get that second lane to get up to the front. DJ's kind of waving back and forth. Oh, Alex gets put 3 wide down the back straightaway. And he'll fall back from that second lane, but will stay with the lead pack. It's still Michael and Blaine and Junior. I mean Blaine and Kyle Carpenter. I know. That was a bad joke. I botched it pretty much when I was saying it. So either way, Mitchell Calvin has a Dell Junior Napa. My goodness, I'm saying all the wrong ones. Amp Energy colors. And Junior did the had Mountain Dew Amp Energy. That newcomer Tom, and he's in third, doing a pretty good job. Staying right there. Lane pushing Carpenter a little further out, trying to keep that bottom lane the preferred lane. With only 4 cars on the outside, it's not really going to do much to help. But also, with this car, it's very strange. The less amount of cars in a line actually is better, just because you don't have that massive checkup that happens with this car. You tend to, the more in a line, the slower you are in the back. So you need the less amount of cars in the line, but tighter together, and you'll make a lot more ground up. On lap number 10, But pretty much everyone minding their P's and Q's here. But right now, the 36 of Gage Bookman trying to make a run to that outside of Blaine to get up to second. He's side by side with Tom in the 29. Starting to get a good run. To the outside, actually looks like it's going to be side by side with Blaine. As we'll get to 36 here. He's right to the quarter panel of the 18. EJ doing a really good job trying to push him forward. Side by side for second. He's getting closer to that lead. Not quite there yet. Starts falling off as DJ's not quite close to the bumper. Now the outside lane's starting to fall apart again as they will fall back to the third row. 29 at times. Doesn't really have any, let's say, help behind him. What's kind of staying off in him. But the outside lane falls apart. Just a little bit. And there's Mitchell right there behind him. And also in the 32 there, we'll give him a little shout out. 32 of Cody. And that something police public something. I'm trying to read the police public call something. I goes too fast, but police public call box is on the side of it. There's some nice paint schemes out here for sure. I know there's not much to talk about when they're side by side like this, unless there's really action. We're gonna see action here in about another 23 laps when we have pit stops here. One thing I want to check on is, let's check on where is Kyle Cleveland after he fell off the pack from that start. In 13th, he is at the start-finish line now. And let's see where the leaders are. They're coming to the start-finish line, so he's about to be put a lap down here soon. As the 18, Blaine and the 77 on Carpenter kind of get separation from the pack a little bit. That's a 20. Oh, man, contact. There was contact between the 19 and the 2. That time frame looks like the 29 has dropped back, and that allows Wes Graham to get to third. As Blaine is shoving the 77. So you gotta be very careful with these cars. Though they're really good to draft in, they are really, really sketchy to push. Even if you're square to the bumper, they tend to grab bumpers. They don't really slide in iRacing. In real life, they do that pretty well, but because they put some stuff on the bumpers, make sure it slides. As you can see, right up front into turn number 3 is Kyle Cleveland. Close to being put down one lap. Now that second lane only has 3 cars in it, the straggler of the 29, not really near, but if those 3 could just tighten up, they will still have a better odds of getting to the front, even with those 3. And so I saw that bumper tag there, it got him a little squirrely. As I saw, the 24's got some little damage as well, but he'll stay to the top and allow the field to go by. And now put Kyle Cleveland down 1 lap. But hopefully you'll be able to catch on to the tail end here and stay at least with the pack in case the caution comes out. He does. He's able to catch on to the tail of the field and get the draft of Jonathan Orndorff. Let's go on board with Blaine in the 18. Doing his best just to stay with Carpenter and keep that inside lane moving. You hear him rolling in and out the throttle, just trying to maintain that gap, not trying to bump him in the turns. Bump drafting with these cars is not, you can only literally bump draft. You can't slam draft these cars. The next gen cars, if you're square, you could just drill the crap out of them and they'll keep straight. So but with the Xfinity cars, even when you're square to the bumper, they still tend to kind of move around. So it's definitely bump drafting, not slam drafting. But right now, pretty much everyone is just waiting for the pit stops to happen. Outside lane still kind of hanging around that 3rd to 4th area. And Kyle Cleveland's got some damage on the right rear. I don't know how much it's going to affect his handling on this track. I mean, not much handling going on, but sometimes you can make it a little looser, having that kind of damage. As the outside lane is starting to get momentum again. Oh, 36 of Gage kind of blinked there for a second, but no harm, no foul. As now that second lane though is separated a little bit. Is starting to get to that 3rd row, or 3rd place. Next to Wes Graham. DJ kind of gets a little square there, almost makes it 3 wide, but backs off. And that 3rd lane really has fallen off now. As we're getting closer to pit stops, we're about 6 to 7 laps away from pit stops. That 2nd lane really has fallen off. We'll see if that 2nd lane makes any progress to the front again before they have pit stops, or are they content just kind of riding there? And eventually maybe want to get single file. So far, it's been Kyle Carpenter leading the race. Entire lap so far. 22 of 50, approaching halfway here at Talladega. That second lane is starting to form back up, and not only that, is making a charge for the lead, up side by side for second spot, and now for the lead. Gage Bookman close again, side by side with Kyle Carpenter, now falling back a little bit as they get close to that outside lane. Oh, bump. Well, as I said, that bump draft goes a little bit wrong, and see how squirrely Gage got. Right now, that outside lane's falling back to that fourth position area, as they were so close getting to that lead. As we are getting closer to halfway, and pit stops here at Talladega. Gage starting to blink again, as that inside lane is starting to prevail once again, as you saw Gage or Guzzi in the 26 allowing the field to go by on the apron there. As you cross the line, we'll be halfway at Talladega. That second lane has really fallen off. I think everyone's getting ready to pit here pretty soon. Oh, the two gets a little sideways, goes down below the yellow line. Now, before we get to the pit stops here, kind of some rules here. Now, technically, we don't have a yellow line rule in iRacing, but we made it basically a gentleman's agreement not to go below the yellow line to advance your position. So, we made just a more gentleman's agreement on that. As the outside lane is starting to make a charge again, here comes DJ in that 66, getting pushed by the lap-down vehicle of Kyle Cleveland. And the 19 of Robert Webb, helping that second lane, as well as Tom in the 29. Trying to get that second lane to get side by side. So pit stops should be here very soon. You can go about 30 laps on a tank of fuel. So now, of course, some people are getting better fuel mileage than others just due to the fact that if you're the leader, you're pushing the air, so you're using more fuel than the guys behind you. They're rolling off the throttle as, again, DJ side by side trying to get that lead. Can't really do it yet, but we're approaching pit stops here, so we'll see who's going to bail first to pit road. So any time now, we'll see pit stops. As you see in the back, the 36 of Gage Bookman, he'll come in. As we're got bad angle here. That is a crappy angle. Holy crap. But he's by himself, so that's going to hurt him speed-wise, getting up to speed again. As you probably won't only see like maybe 2 tire stops here. Power wear is not an issue here at Talladega. But we'll get back to the leaders here. As we'll see who's going to pit here soon. Or not. As we get to lap 30. Are they everyone going in? Yes, they are. Here we go. Pit stop. Oh, wreck. 2's around. But will not bring out, it stays below the track limits and will not bring out a caution as everyone else will come in. Got a few guys still stayed out. The 24, the 66. 77's in. 18's in. 77, 88 as well. The 20 of Jonathan Olive. 2 again after spinning. Wes is on his way. But he's going to lose some time. And from reports that he slid through his pit stall and lost time that way. Unfortunately for Wes Graham, who was running in the 3rd position. Oh my god. And you probably didn't hear all of that. I have my mic muted, so I'm a dummy. They just had pit stops. Apologize. I thought I had my mic on. I can tell you right now, I think after a while, my microphone lights up red. I don't know if I'm starting to go colorblind. I don't know. But either way, they just had pit stops. As right now, it puts Blaine and Mitchell in the lead right now. 3rd is Kyle Carpenter, Jonathan Ondorf in 4th. Wes Graham had a bad pit stop. He did not get in his pit stall right. He lost track position. Now, Does as the pack is starting to tighten back up again. Now Blaine in 18 is your leader. As now Carpenter goes out to the outside, side by side for the lead, and with the lap down car of Kyle Cleveland. Right now, we only have here six cars that are actually on the lead lap in this group. It's 36, who came in by himself, will go lap down. Right now, Blaine in 18 leads. Carpenter trying to get to the outside. I think he led that lap for a bit. I'm going to let you guys hear the sound of speed for a little bit. I'm going to be right back. All right, I am back. And as Blaine still leads, outside lane has only one lead lap car on the outside, rest of one lap down. Blaine still in the lead, Carpenter on the outside. The outside lane starting to fall off a little bit. And we're getting close to the end of the race. They're still trying to get that outside lane to work with the lap down vehicles to get to the lead. It's been side by side for a little bit, time or two. As we're getting closer to the end and closer to 10 laps to go here. It's going to get down and, how I call it, down and dirty here when it gets close to the end of this race. As we're coming around, next time by, it'll be 10 laps to go. There's the 19 of Robert Webb, who had looks like a bad pit stop, so he'll go lap down as well. And then you see the 22 of Alex Reno, who also had a bad pit stop. Everyone's going to go around the 19. Put him one lap down. As Carpenter side by side for that lead. Junior on the bottom, and we have Mikey on the top. Oh, contact. Little bump draft getting a little sideways, but hangs on to it. We're at 10 laps to go at Talladega. They draw even on the back straightaway, then they lose ground a little bit in the turns. It's kind of worse with this super speedway package. A little bump draft there from Mitchell to the 18. 22 of Alex Reno is going to stay to the outside. He will go lap down as well. Hopefully trying to hang on to the rear of that pack, but does not. Gonna lose the draft again, so it could go 2 laps down, but actually probably won't go 2 laps down. It's not enough time. But he will not be hanging on to the pack. Wes Graham, Cody are still on the lead lap, but they're 18 seconds behind the leaders. Again, Wes had a bad pit stop, and I think also Cody had a bad pit stop, and that allowed them to lose the draft, not stay in this main pack. When we come to the line, 8 laps to go at Talladega. Still side by side for that lead. Blaine still has that nose edge out on the bottom. Mitchell pushing him. Come to the line, 7 to go. If I didn't know this was a league, I would think we were just watching on an AI race. That's a little difference. AI stays a lot more straight than we do. As the 66, I don't know, was trying to look inside or not. Blaine keeps going up, trying to side draft on the straightaways, which you got to be careful, because if one person wanted to be greedy, they could look to the inside and make it 3 wide. But at this point, everyone's staying in line. And at this point, if you try to make it 3 wide, all you're doing is hurting your lane. You're not really doing anything to. Yeah, great, you made one position up on your bottom, but you're not doing anything to help your lane. 6 laps to go. Again, we still have only 6 cars on the lead lap in this pack, but there's a lot more that are a lap down. We have the 24, it's a lap down, 36 a lap down, the 19 is a lap down as well, the 22 is a lap down. Rest are on the lead lap. As we come to the line, we will have 5 laps to go at Talladega. Blaine gets a good push from Mitchell. Gets his out to a full car length. Outside lane starting to fade a little bit. But starting to get that momentum back outside once again. Getting a good shove by the 24. Side by side through the tri-oval as we come to 4 laps to go. So side by side for the lead. All right, we're making it 3 wide. As Gage starts blinking once again. A little bit. All right, Webb actually will fall back in line, and that because him pulling out like that, like I said, it kind of hurt the outside lane a little bit. Three to go. Gage having connection issues, but still hanging on strong. '18 of Blaine trying, I don't know if he's trying to side draft or maybe thinking about going to the top. As here we go again, 3 wide. I'm not understanding why Robert Webb is going out 3 wide like that. You know, it's still in her in the outside lane. I believe he's a lap down, so best thing for him to do is kind of just keep pushing that. I mean, I understand. We understand is that he's also racing the guys in front of him. He's racing the 36. He's racing the 24. So I can understand why maybe he wants to, get positions there. So he's got something to race for. I mean, but it's mixed in with lead lap cars, so that's what's kind of hard about it. As Blaine gets a good shove by Mitchell off turn number 4 through the tri-oval. White flag is out. 1 lap to go here at Talladega. Blaine getting good shove out once again to the lead. Yeah, this time he'll go up to the top, trying to block the top from a good run down the outside. They're now 3 wide in the back with 19 going inside. 3 wide in the back. Mitchell, he'll get to the inside of the 18. He'll take the lead on the final lap off turn number 4. While anyone else make a move. Here comes DJ to the outside of the 78. Orndorff's going to push the 78. Orndorff gets hit to the bottom. They're wrecking. They're spinning around. Photo finish. Who got it? Mitchell gets it. Wow. He gets it by 2 1/1000ths of a second. Wow, what a finish. Let's back that up because that is amazing. I'm trying to figure out if I can slow this down, but it never seems to work the way I want it to work. They don't have the, at least I don't think, no, they don't have it. But as you can see, we'll kind of double click. Wow, what a finish. Mitchell wins backwards. Jonathan Orndorff second by 2 1/1000ths of a second. That's amazing. And then everyone just starts wrecking in the back. We'll go back to the wreck and see what happened to the wreck there. Look, it started around the 29. Let's see. He gets into Orndorff. Knocks Orndorff below the yellow line. Remember, the rule is that we cannot advance your position below the yellow line. And then I think at the same time he got hit by the 19. Gets up into the 77 Carpenter, spins out the 18, and then a big crash at the end. Ooh, wow. Nailed hard. But yeah, it definitely kind of looks like Orndorff checks up a little bit. Let's go to this view. Okay, Orndorff, yeah, you see the flames pop out of Orndorff. I think he didn't want to wreck Mitchell because he was, not squared up. But he, then the 29, not knowing that Orndorff was going to check up like it is, hits Orndorff. And then the 19 hits the 29, gets the squirrely, gets up into Carpenter, and then Carpenter's right on the edge of the 18 and Blaine, and around he goes, and then big crash. But what a finish at Talladega. Talladega Superspeedway Racing never disappoints. And yeah, absolutely amazing that Mitchell gets his first win. I believe I think it's his first ever league win. I think ever, as far as I know, but definitely in this, league here as well. Gets it done. Unfortunately, though, yeah, he won, but he can't do any burnouts because the car's totaled. But man, congrats to Mitchell getting his first win. And so close for Jonathan Orndorff, 2 1/1000ths of a second. And again, the rule is that it's what I would call a gentleman's agreement rule. Does not say have to apply, but we all agree that we do not pass below your line to advance our position, just like real life does. But Orndorff was shoved down there, and as soon as he was able to get back up, he did. So I would still call that a clean pass if he did win that race. But definitely was awesome to see at the end. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you did enjoy this broadcast for the first race at Talladega in the next, or the, I think this is the 4th season fifth season. I've lost count how many seasons we've done this so far. But in the new year of Fast Years Racing Series at Talladega, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one next week at Rockingham.